Welcome to the Stache Club Wrestling Podcast. My name is John.
My name is Dante.
We were doing this for maybe 5 minutes before we realized the audio wasn't recording, so we didn't.
At least we got going and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
we're all warmed up. We're all warmed up.
now.
We didn't start really start our predictions.
We know our lines.
We
so
know
we're just
our
gonna
lines.
redo everything.
All that happened was this plug, which is patreon.com/Stache Club Wrestling. I got that cleaner, so that works.
Maybe it's a good thing.
It's a good thing. Sometimes it's a blessing. This is today's ad-free, or this is today's, excuse me, whatever. All right, we'll start it again.
All right.
This is today's free episode. If you want today's free episode ad-free, and in a bonus episode, this is harder the second time, in a bonus episode, patreon.com/Stache Club Wrestling, we're going to talk movies and talk other stuff that gets left off the show.
You answer your questions, all that good stuff.
But today, like I alluded to, we are doing WWE Bad Blood predictions, and then we're going to do, whatever is kind of left off. We'll continue to talk about to fill out the show.
It was a big week.
We were talking about, just to jump back on what we were about to talk about before we realized we weren't recording, we were saying that unpredictable show.
Dude, so there's 5 matches, classic WWE B show match card. Every single match, I would argue, could go either way. There are some matches that I'm obviously a bit more confident than others with my confidence points, but I really do think that WWE has made a good case for everyone going into this event to come out victorious.
Yeah, the past, usually with a B show, specifically with WWE for a B show, with the 5 cards, I think we've seen that we'll have the same predictions, and it's fairly predictable.
At the Berlin, the last one was it matched up so easily.
So this one I kind of went into it expecting we'll probably have the same picks and it's easy, whatever. And I was doing it last night, and I was and like you said, especially the confidence points is I don't know what to.
It's hard.
I don't know.
It's hard.
I might some stuff might get moved around.
I put this together right before we started filming. I might change some things as we keep talking about it. You don't have to lock it in yet.
Oh my God, no!
Don't have to lock it in.
So. Once we hit stop recording, if we remember to do that,
and we have bonus points as well too.
We do have points. So we have 5 confidence points, 1 confidence points for each match. You get it 1 through 5. You assign the points, 5 being your most confident, and we do have bonus points that some are worth a full point, some are worth half a point. And I want to shout out the Discord. I want to shout out Jen specifically, the current NXT predictions champion, for putting this form together, and that's where we got some of the bonus points from.
Hell yeah.
And again, another light plug for the Discord is everyone does predictions in there. So if you're interested in competing against a bunch of people for predictions, head on over in there. It's a good time.
Love that.
So shout out them, shout out their influence on that. With that said, let's jump to before we realized we weren't recording. We were talking the Women's World Championship.
Yep.
Liv Morgan, the champion, versus Rhea Ripley, with Dominic Mysterio suspended above the ring in a shark cage. And if you could reiterate your shark cage.
So to quote myself from 5 minutes ago, this type of match does not happen a lot. It is very much so saved for specific feud situations or whatever, and it's perfect for this one. I think. Correct me, anyone in the comments if I'm wrong, but I think the last time WWE may have done it was when Enzo Amore hung above the ring. It was Big Show and Cass, I believe it was. But kind of an interesting stipulation, but keeping Dom above the ring, it makes sense. Keep him caged up.
It is the funniest. I just clicked on this is a WWE article. It's superstars and managers locked in a shark cage, and it's so it's just the funniest visual.
It's just, a cage just hanging above the ring. Man,
wow.
Was that Jim Cornette?
I don't know who that is.
That's crazy.
God,
Kane.
It's so silly. Jerry Lawler's there. Got Heyman, young Paul Heyman.
They did a lot back in the day.
But like you said, the Dom edition is so perfect.
It's perfect. Yeah,
it's really, really good. It's so silly.
Now, when it comes to who's winning the match, this one is so 50-50 for me because I can see them putting the belt back on Rhea. Obviously, she lost it. She didn't lose it. She got hurt, so she had to relinquish it. Becky got it, then eventually Liv got it. But Liv, she's on a roll right now.
I've been enjoying Liv with the title.
Rhea's
I really have.
She's a made woman. She doesn't need the world championship. You put the belt back on her, then it's how is she gonna hold it on for a long time, or how long is her reign gonna be? Ultimately, I'm going Liv for 3 points.
Wow.
This could have been my 1-pointer. But
Sure.
I have it at 3. I'm enjoying the Liv run. I think her and Dom are still in the early stages, and I feel like you can still do that duo without a belt, but I feel like having the belt included makes it a little bit more interesting, like Dom helping her out with matches or whatever, compared to Rhea, where I said like she's someone that at this point doesn't need a belt. Like I would like to see her win a world championship again, of course, but I don't think she needs it at this moment in time.
I think even with the Judgment Day as a whole, like obviously once Rhea and Damian left, the Judgment Day kind of wasn't what it was.
Right.
And this Liv Dom thing is holding them up. Are Finn and JD still a tag champs?
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
You wouldn't think
so.
One
Again,
defense in 100 days.
Again, I will reiterate that Liv and Dom have been holding up that group.
Yep.
And once you remove the women's world title from it, then like they already don't have a whole lot of credibility with Carlito and JD McDonough being their muscle.
A bunch of knocks.
So you go down some knocks, you're not as prominent. So I like you said, I could see Liv keeping the title for the sake of like Rhea alone is already, like you said, self-made and can go on and have feuds and storylines without the title. Terror Twins are being established while they're doing separate things.
Yep.
Like we'll see later in the card, Damian is going to face Finn. With that said, looking at the story, I think this is the time where Liv and Dom are going to get their comeuppance, you know? I could also see them doing like another match,
Sure.
but they did the tag match. This is what it was going to lead to ultimately, is Liv Rhea. I don't really know if I see this being a series necessarily. I think with Dom being suspended above the ring, that's like the humiliation that, they get out of it. To your credit, with Liv winning, I do see a lot of shenanigans, like Judgment Day is going to be there.
Dom above the ring. There's other members.
Dom's going to drop
Carlito's
something down.
Spin an apple in Rhea's face.
I think Dom's going to have. I don't know. I'm curious to see how high he is suspended.
Right. Maybe like Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
I mean, that's scary, dude.
I was like thinking about that and just like let's say the match is going to go at minimum 12 to 15 minutes, right?
15 minutes comfortably.
Yeah, could touch 20.
But then
being suspended in that cage, just like, you know what I mean?
Like,
that's scary.
And he's like almost like probably like close to 200 pounds, over 200
he's
pounds.
He's not a small guy.
That's like a lot of, it's like different if like someone like me or him, it's a big difference there. So,
wow.
Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting.
Ultimately, I am going Rhea.
Oh my God. You took me on a ride there.
Am going Rhea.
For how many?
Good question. 3 as well.
I could see it being a thing where, we've seen champions that have long reigns and stuff like that. We don't need every championship holder to have like a super long reign. I could see this being like they just keep having matches and they kind of do like like Charlotte and Sasha years ago, or the New Day and Usos, where it's like they keep having pay-per-view matches and they keep playing hot potato kind of in a way.
I just don't really see where else this story goes. Like let's say Liv does win, and then like you said, does Rhea keep chasing?
Because I feel if Liv wins, I feel like the feud ends. If Rhea wins, I feel like Liv and Dom are still going to be trying to. Oh, see,
that's funny because I was in my head, it's the opposite.
The other way around.
Yeah, in my head, if Liv wins, there's even more reason for whatever, they become more obnoxious and whatever.
Yeah. I wonder maybe. I don't know. Maybe someone comes out that isn't the Judgment Day that helps Liv out. Maybe another returning female superstar or something like that.
Could even be like a new Judgment Day member.
Sure.
That's a surprise. I don't know. I do think...
Because I feel like the Judgment Day needs a spark right now. They need
for sure.
So maybe like a new member, something like that. Male, female, whoever. I can see that.
I do think we'll see Dom like drop something down to her, whether that's brass knuckles or whatever.
For sure.
But yeah, this is again,
something will happen this match. If Liv wins, it's not going to be a clean win.
I'll
put it that. That's what I think.
And like I think, and to your credit too, I think like with how silly the stipulation is I could see this not being the serious ender.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But with that said, I'm keeping Rhea.
Okay.
I think like I said, not to go in circles, but I do see this as the capping off of the story. Rhea gets it back, like you said, she never lost it. Maybe we get a rematch, maybe we don't. I don't know. But again, this is not even the most unpredictable match.
Yeah,
100%. I think this next one, I arguably even. Is this the most unpredictable? I don't know. Damian Priest versus Finn Balor, straight up one-on-one singles match.
I can go either way.
Yeah,
I don't think this will be their only match. I feel like they're
see this. I agree with you. This I don't.
I think they'll have a few matches where they both get the upper hand.
Yep.
It's just a matter of who gets the upper hand the first time around.
Are you lean? I can go. Who do I have?
You go first.
I'm not even sure who I have.
You go first.
Okay, for 2 points. So not super confident, not my least confident. I got Damian over Finn.
Okay.
Which, again, when I do this, I think of the show as a whole. So a lot of times, and for better or worse,
the heel one. So
I think of that, right?
Yeah.
So I already have Rhea winning. Do I have Damian winning? And that's the Terror Twins coming out on top, which I do think is great. But then that really, I don't think buries the term, but like it really harpens the Judgment Day, or what the Judgment Day is right now. But ultimately, I'm going Damian. It's bad blood. I think this could be the final payoff if they don't continue to other matches. But also, I don't know, Finn. I don't know. Storyline. We are pretty new in this in the Finn Damian thing.
Fairly new.
This is their first, right? Is it their first like real bout together, or in terms of storyline? I guess. I don't know. Finn has his points where it's like, oh, you did this in the Judgment Day, and you became the leader, and we weren't supposed to be leaders, and
cost him the World Heavyweight Championship too.
Yeah, my gut. This is mainly a gut pick. I'm going Damian. I'm curious what you have to say
for 2 points as well.
Okay.
I'm also picking Damian. Okay. So if Damian wins, actually, I don't know. In my head, I'm thinking if Damian wins, I feel like that's it. They move on. But then I can see Finn being like, no, you're not getting off that easy. We have another match. Finn wins, and you have to set up the third. Or it's like Finn wins, and then Damian's like, I'm not done with you. And then no matter who wins, I think they're going to have more matches.
Damian, I'm with you. I'm not sure if it continues. If Finn wins, 1,000% it continues.
Yeah,
I think that's the only thing I'm pretty confident.
So I'm just torn because Damian's coming off of the World Heavyweight title run, lost at SummerSlam because of Finn. Like, I feel like you need to still continue giving him big wins. Like, since he just lost the belt, you built him up, which they did a great job of doing, putting him in that main event scene. Keep that momentum going. But at the same time, it's like Finn Balor's had nothing going for him, and I want him to get a big win. And I want him to get back to being a main event guy. But in this case, I feel like Damian needs this win more than Finn. I think if Finn wins, I don't know if it does that much for him as compared to if Damian won. It does a lot for him.
Oh, see, I was going to say, I think this is a way bigger win for Finn.
I think Finn needs it, but I think it makes more sense for Damian to get it as far as like continuing to keep him up in that main event type of, make him feel like a big star. And again, like I think they'll have more matches. So if Damian wins, I think if they have a second match, Finn will win that one, and then whatever.
The optimism with Finn winning is that like if Finn wins, this is a huge win over Damian, former world champion, and then maybe that propels him. So I think we're both thinking the same thing. We want to see Finn kind of get back into that main event picture. He has the tag titles still, so I don't know if this is the one propelling him to the main title picture again.
I mean, who knows? It could be like you were saying. You book it like, oh, I have Rhea winning, so Finn has to win, or like I have Damian winning, so Liv. It could be like this. This is the night of the Judgment Day, or this is the night of the Terror Twins. So it could be like Finn wins this one, just like Liv did, and they get the upper hand of the Terror Twins. But I'm gonna stick with Priest.
Also, you have to think too is we do, like you said, we do have that. This would be 2 out of 5 matches are Judgment Day matches, right?
Yes. Are
they gonna have Judgment Day interference in both? I would lean no, because I think, let's say you have Liv and Rhea first or whatever. I don't know what's gonna kick off the show, but let's say you have Liv and Rhea to open the show, right? Then you have Judgment Day antics. Then you go on to Nia Bayley, and then you have Damian Finn, or Punk and Drew are somewhere in there, but you know, a couple matches in between. Then you have Damian Finn. Then do you have, JD and Carlito running in again? You know what I mean?
I think it could be like like the first match, maybe like Carlito runs in, or it's the surprise, like a debut or whatever.
Sure.
And then the Damian Finn match. I can see JD McDonough getting involved in that one at least, since he is champs with Balor.
Yep.
As forgettable as that is. But yeah, I think if I had to pick out of the two matches, which match is less likely to have an interference, I'd say Damian and Finn. Because I feel like that could just be like straight up, like no one involved, just those two guys getting it done. But I could see them also getting involved.
This is a tough one.
This is a tough one.
You said Damian, for how much you said?
2.
2 points. I think I also have Damian for 2. Is that what I said? Damian for 2. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm switching to Finn.
I don't think that's crazy.
I'm switching to Finn. The more we talk about it, I think this is a much bigger win for Finn.
I agree.
Damian. I think Finn winning, honestly, will continue the feud, but make it interesting. Because if Finn loses, it's like his credibility is already pretty low right now. If he loses again, it's going to go down even lower. So if you want to continue the feud, building Finn up a little bit, I think is necessary to make it a little bit more interesting.
So you guys,
I'm switching from Priest to Finn. I'm keeping 2 points though.
So you do have Judgment Day running with the dubs. Terra Twins losing both.
Give Judgment Day some momentum, I guess.
I don't think choosing Finn's crazy. I am pretty torn as well, but I'm gonna stick with Damian.
Shit. All right,
but that's exciting.
Yeah,
exciting.
No, this is exciting. We have different picks.
Okay,
so far
we'll move on. I could go on. It's such a hard pick. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. Hell in a Cell. They had a promo on Raw, which was really good. Let's talk about the promo first before we really get into it.
Love that they had it in the cell. I thought that was such a nice touch.
Perfect.
Drew wearing all black. Punk was wearing all white.
He looked cool in the white, dude. He looked sick in the white.
He looked menacing in the black, too.
This is all... I've seen it before, but like this is the real in-your-face reference of, Taker, Shawn. With the black and white. Yeah. This was cool. The security guards like lining up. The one security guard, there was one.
He made it all about himself.
He was like, "I'm gonna take this role," and he kept on going, just easy.
This dude's like, "This is my first time on TV, and it might be my last. I am making a lasting.
I am
impression.
the security guard." Yep. This was cool. They were basically for about several minutes just saying, "I'm going to kill you. I'm going to make you bleed. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to send you home in a box."
Because at this point, it's like, we've said this before, like them being on by themselves weekly. It's like, what more else do they have to say? This week, it's like, let's just double down on everything we've said. Just really emphasize the murder and the blood and you're not going home to your family.
I'm glad they saved this for the go home show. Like you said, like we can kind of going through the last few weeks with Damian, Drew would come out, say his 2 cents. Punk would come out, say his 2 cents.
Yep.
This was a really good go home one. In a we'll see what happens on SmackDown tomorrow, but in a go home promo that would serve a main event.
Yeah, absolutely. I see how they have it listed on Wikipedia right here. If this is the middle of the card, I will be bullshit.
I also wouldn't even want it to open.
Why?
To be honest with you.
They're talking about murdering each other. So you're telling me that they're going to be all this bloody mess, and then Nia Jax and Bayley have to go in the ring right after and wrestle? I don't know, man.
So coming off the promo,
who do
you can go.
Want me to
did
go?
The last one. You can go first.
I am. This is my 1 point.
This is my.
No,
it's 5 for some reason. I don't know what I was thinking.
God bless you. Okay.
I don't know.
No, this is my 1 because it can go either way. I mean, at this point into the year, we're 8-9 months into their feud. It's like, who needs it? Drew got the first win.
Yep.
Punk got the second one in the strap match.
Yep.
And then it's like, who needs? I think no matter who comes out the winner or the loser, they're both like fine. Like whatever they do afterwards, like they're gonna go into whatever feud. They'll be. No one's gonna be like, oh, he lost that match. He gets knocked down a few. Like no, nothing like that. It's like, does CM Punk need this win more than Drew, or does Drew need this win more than Punk? I'm thinking back to like Punk after the strap match said he was coming for the World Heavyweight Championship and stuff like that. So I'm trying to think if he wins this match, that could lead into that. Maybe he gets a World Championship match. If he loses this match, I don't know if that still happens. Drew getting back into the World Championship picture too. I'm picking CM Punk.
Okay.
Picking CM Punk just because I really think he is the veteran. Like he is like the made man. Drew's also a made man, but like, I don't think CM Punk necessarily needs this win, but I think it's just like an important win for him to like win this like big first feud back, being in the company, really setting up to being like, hey, like, yeah, I'm the older guy, whatever, but I can still go and I can still have these like top feuds and shit, you know? So
you could even say he needs it.
Sure. I guess. Yeah. With all that said, I guess he does need to win more than Drew.
I am also going CM Punk.
Okay.
I don't know why I put 5. I did this last night. Like
5 points
I said,
is a lot, dude.
5 points is a lot. I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with my gut.
I like it.
I think this is the blow off. I think this is the 3 matches, like you said, they are 1-1. Also, a certain Seth Rollins is back.
Yes.
So I could see
he has his hands full at Bronson though. So
he does.
I don't.
He does, but he is back regardless.
He is back. Yes.
So I see this feels like just the classic. There's so much that the bad guy being Drew has done. We got the bracelet stuff.
Right.
We've gotten AJ Lee mentioned. We've gotten his dog Larry has been brought into things. I think at this point, especially now with his dog Larry being brought into it, I don't see CM Punk losing. I really don't. This feels like there's so much stacked against him from what the bad guy has done to him. I think it would fall pretty flat if the hero didn't. And it's very simple. You know, it's very just hero, good guy.
Yeah.
But I think at this point, we're seeing this is the hero finally defeating the villain. He's doing it for his dog and his wife in the Hell in a Cell.
And it's kind of like we already had the story of like he came back, had the injury, and it's just like the story of him coming back, building himself
This is his first feud.
Exactly.
Really, you know what I mean?
So
this is
like
his first feud, his first series.
If he loses here, it's just kind of like, I said before, like they'll both be fine, but now you're in the story of like Punk lost his first feud. Like, where do I go from here? Do I still have it in a tank? Where it's like, I don't think I need all of that again.
Right.
Where if Drew loses, you can just throw him into.
I feel like we've done CM Punk with the do I still have it in me? Do I, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I think he's established. He looks fucking great.
Does.
So I think give him this dominant win. I think it's gonna be fucking brutal.
It's gonna be a brutal match.
Do you think they go up top? I don't think they're gonna I don't think anyone's crashing through or nothing.
No.
But
I can see the finish of the match happening at the top. Like maybe Punk hits him with the GTS and wins it up there.
Yeah, I hope they go up top. I really do. I hope they at least tease it.
Absolutely.
So there's a bonus point here.
Okay.
For 1 point.
Okay.
Who bleeds first? I put gut reaction. I put Punk, mainly because it just adds to his hero story, and if he gets busted open first, that's just more, sympathy for Punk.
I'll go against you on that one. I'll say Drew because Punk is really emphasizing.
That's true. You're right. Yep.
Drew. So I feel like
out the gate, he's
gonna just like that's his first point of attack is making him bleed, and then you go from there. So yeah, I'll go against you on that one.
Regardless, I think both men are bleeding here.
Both men are bleeding. Yeah, for sure.
I'm excited for this match, regardless of the predictions, whatever. This is of the whole show. We talk about, what's main event and whatever, but like this eclipses the tag match. I know people have problems. Sorry, I was gonna say I know people have problems with Cody tagging with Roman. I personally don't. I personally really like it. But even with that said, this eclipses that. This is so good.
Please do the right thing. Have Punk and Drew main event. It's just it's simple.
Is there? I wonder if there's probably not an update.
I don't know. I haven't seen anything about confirmation or whatever.
They probably
CM Punk, Cody Rhodes did he was on a podcast or something, and he said the main event to Bad Blood will have championship implications. So I don't know if he means like because in the past they've had like two like co-main events or something. So maybe he's alluding to that. I don't think he'd be hyping up Drew CM Punk and their title implications, but
right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He said Cody reveals this was on the Pat McAfee show. Cody Rhodes reveals that there will be a video package. Oh, hold on. Maybe I misread it or something like that. Because there will be a package of sorts played at Bad Blood this Saturday, leading to a big championship implications for Crown Jewel. So maybe I've read it wrong. But
still,
there's no confirmation about who's main eventing, whatever.
Well, the other thing that I thought you were bringing up also happened on the Pat McAfee show, which I honestly don't love this. That I not the events that might happen, but this got leaked, quote unquote leaked. Nothing's real. Pat McAfee, I guess Cody was on Pat McAfee show.
Yep.
It was the end of the segment. They're all shaking hands, whatever. Pat McAfee kind of goes, "Here the big guys coming back." You see that?
Oh,
he goes like, "Here's I hear the big guys."
I did
whatever.
see that somewhere.
And then Cody kind of went. Cody seemed a little bit like, don't. And then he went, "Which one?" Or I'll find it and play.
Yeah,
it.
I think I did see that, but I scrolled past it. I didn't really look into it.
Let's see.
I did see that though.
Okay.
Thank you. Guy's coming back this week. Is he? You tell me. Thank you. Guy's coming back this week. Is he? You tell me. Which one?
Big guys coming back this week.
Which one?
Thank you. Guy's coming back this week. Is he?
See Cody. Cody just instantly. Is he? And then you tell me.
See, I like.
You tell me. Which one? Okay. Awesome. I don't know. You told me enough. You just told me enough.
Hate that.
I do too.
Hate that.
More. I appreciate Cody, and he does like that's as good of a response you can give to a situation like that. Just being like, "What do you mean? Who? What are you talking about?"
Cody played off very well.
Yeah, that is.
That's
on McAfee.
Hate that. And I don't know, it is filmed. I don't know what's a work. I don't know if that's on purpose.
That's something that's you got to be aware of. If that was like a genuine question and stuff, like you save that for like no cameras are.
And I don't know who posted it originally. I think it might have. I did see it shared around. It may have been posted on official Pat McAfee stuff. I don't know.
It wouldn't surprise me if WWE was like, you know what, like tease something.
Well, that's what I mean.
Throw that in there. And
I am aware and don't believe that any tease is an accident these days. I think it's very rare that like a tease or a leak like that
anything that we see is like there's a plan involved 100%.
Regardless if that's on purpose or not to build up hype or whatever.
You still don't like it.
I don't like it.
I get it.
And it's like
I think it's just the age that we're in of like the era with like social media and stuff. It's like it's so hard. It's so rare for things not to get leaked or like something to you don't get like a surprise gets ruined, I should say. But like something like this where it's like, is it necessary? I don't know.
Because there weren't even, it's not like I didn't hear any rumors about like, I mean, of course there's speculation, like we do it of like,
right.
The Rock might be coming back.
I think it could just be playing into like, for months we've been like, when's Jimmy coming back? When's Paul coming back? And they're just like, can be like, hey, keep egging it on. Like, hey, people aren't really talking about it that much anymore. Like, get people talking about it again, something.
Exactly.
I can see that.
Let's see. Someone, admittedly, Casey shared it. Is it gone now? I don't know if it was on the.
Come on.
Pat, they post fucking everything on the Pat McAfee shit. I'm just kind of seeing if it's on the official one or not. Oh, it is. No, it's not. Wait a minute. Oh. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is. Sorry. Yeah, same shit. Okay. Cody. Is he? Cody's a little bit.
If it's on the main accounts and stuff, and they're really pushing it out there, I think they plan that. I believe they plan that for sure.
Regardless if they plan it or not, I think it's still like.
No, you still don't have to like it. I don't know, man. You still don't have to like it, but I definitely do think those.
I don't see The Rock coming back.
I think they're talking about Paul Heyman,
the big guy.
The big guy. He's the wise man. He's the big guy, the brains.
Really?
Also a bigger.
I fully think he's talking about The Rock.
Could be The Rock.
Wow, I didn't even think of Paul Heyman.
My mind first went to
guy.
Paul Heyman.
You think Pat McAfee's calling Paul Heyman the big guy?
What's he gonna do about it? No, I don't know. I'm thinking not big in the sense of like weight or nothing. I know. Just like the head, like the boss, the head guy. Head guy.
I mean the final boss.
Nah, I don't think The Rock's showing up.
No, I don't think either. That's just who I think he's teasing.
I mean, listen, if they do War Games with The Rock, they could set it up.
Right.
Here, but I don't know.
Hear the big guys coming back. I don't know. Weird. Regardless, I think maybe I'm spending too much time on it.
Maybe they're talking about Ryback.
Maybe they're talking about Ryback. They could be. We haven't considered that.
We haven't.
It's a really great point.
No one's ruled out Ryback coming back.
We were talking about a new addition to Judgment Day.
Can someone please confirm if Ryback is in Atlanta this weekend?
But I don't know. I feel like I'm spending too much time on it. But regardless, I think.
So, anyways, I got CM Punk.
I think my point with that is just like I'm all for a tease. I'm all for a wink, wink. It just seems a little too, especially because it's Pat McAfee. And if anyone's gonna know it's him, like if the Rock
He's
or Paul
boys.
Heyman or whoever is coming back, he's gonna know.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't love. I'm like,
He's kind of spoiling.
Hey, I heard the big guy. It feels like a spoiler. It feels
Cody on
like
the side here. Like, no, the camera's on rolling.
it's like, we both work for the company. We know what's happening this weekend. Like, because they, if anyone knows, Cody and Pat McAfee both probably know the results of everything happening this weekend.
Oh, you know what would be cool?
So it's like,
You know what would be cool is if The Rock does come back. Let's put our tinfoil hats on for a second. The Rock comes back. Rock bottoms Cody, right? Can use that for you. Roman's like,
that's my partner.
what the fuck? Like, we agreed, nothing, whatever. And then Cody's like, you gave me your word, blah, blah, blah. Roman's like, I didn't tell him to do that. So now you're planting seeds for Cody Rock Roman. And then maybe if Solo, that causes Solo to get the win. So now there's something that.
We'll get to it. Okay, we'll save it. But this is I know we are all over the place.
Yeah, we are.
I don't know how we got there from
Sorry,
Drew.
guys. Main eventing of which match should main event. I think that's how we got into that.
Regardless, I think we're wrapped up with Punk Drew. I think we said what we need to say.
Yeah.
To reiterate, you have Punk for 5.
Punk
no,
for
you have
one.
Punk for 1. I have Punk for 5.
And,
right.
and I have Drew for 1 bleeding first. You have Punk for 1 bleeding first.
All right, amazing. Okay, we'll move on.
Sorry, guys.
WWE Women's Championship: Nia Jax versus Bayley.
John, this is my 5. This is my most confident.
1.
This is your 1? This is
my 1.
This is crazy.
You want to know why?
Swapped like that.
You want to know why? Because Tiffany Stratton is cashing in.
Do you think so?
I have Tiffany
Is that a
Stratton
bonus
for
point?
1. No, that's like that's my pick.
Oh.
Tiffany Stratton for 1. I guess. I think that's the
Interesting.
only
Okay.
way. Because in the Discord, they don't do confidence points. So Picking Tiffany can be
gotcha.
a bonus point.
Okay.
But it's like if I were, if Tiffany was a bonus point, I would just for every single show I'd be like, and Tiffany for 1 point. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
So I think if you're gonna pick Tiffany, it just needs to be who you're picking.
Yeah, I'm picking Nia to win. I mean, Tiffany definitely could cash in. I can definitely see it like a more of like a post-match thing though. But you're saying she gets included or just at the end of the night, just walks out with the championship.
Oh yeah, I guess because
what
the
you're
match
alluding
can
to.
end. The match can end and then she cashes in.
Yeah.
How do we do
I mean,
this?
if you want, you could pick Nia or Bayley. Maybe you can pick Nia or Bayley. It can be your whatever point. And if Tiffany cashes in and wins, you can just get that point. You know what I mean?
Oh, I think so. To go a step further, so I think we actually did figure this out.
Okay.
If you choose, so I'll choose between Nia and Bayley, but I'm gonna tack on Tiffany.
Yep.
But let's say I choose Nia.
Yep.
And Nia does win, but Tiffany doesn't cash in, I don't get any points.
Goose egg.
Yeah. But if Tiffany cashes in, I get the Nia Jax points as well as
Yeah. Okay. I'm cool.
want to
with
say 3 points for a cash in.
Sure.
Want
We'll
to
do that because I'm not putting anything down for a cash in.
Okay. So maybe that's going forward. If you choose the money just to reiterate again, if you choose the Money in the Bank person, you get 3 bonus points plus the result. But if you're wrong on the prediction, you don't get any points. I think that's fair.
All right, cool.
Okay. I'm glad we figured that out. So I'm gonna choose. I'm not sure. So go on with your Nia.
Yeah. No. I
thing.
mean, Nia's still just won at SummerSlam. I do think at some point Tiffany will cash in, of course, on Nia, but I don't think I think we're still kind of planting the seeds. I know we're kind of seeing some stuff between Tiffany and Nia. Nia's being a little abusive and stuff like that, and Tiffany isn't liking it. But I think we still can build it up a little bit longer, prolong it. But yeah, no, I just think Nia gets another win over Bayley here.
I might I might have to switch around some points here now that you know what I mean. But also to another thing to add on to the Tiffany thing, if what was it? Hold on. Yeah, because there's an event where if Tiffany joins the match, then that kind of adds to. I don't know. All right. Well, if I'm in my head, the points are all jumbled up, but we'll play it by ear. Okay. So Nia Bayley straight up. Damn, I don't know. So your case is just a solid win for the Nia train.
Solid win for Nia. That's it. No cash in, nothing.
Okay.
Simple.
When did Bayley lose the title? Mania?
SummerSlam. Nia beat Bayley at Mania. No, Nia
Io.
beat Bayley at SummerSlam. Bayley beat Io at WrestleMania.
Say it all again.
Bayley won the championship at WrestleMania, then lost.
Oh, right,
at
she
SummerSlam.
beat Io. Okay, she beat Io.
And then
Right.
lost at SummerSlam.
Right. Okay, SummerSlam wasn't that long ago. Wasn't that long ago at all.
2 months. Not even. Yeah, 2 months.
I'm gonna go. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go Nia.
Okay.
Because I think that adds to my Tiffany prediction.
Yes.
Because I think, cause obviously we know the whole story.
More likely she turns on Nia than cashing on Bayley.
Right. Tiffany's been buddies with her. Blah blah blah. Okay, that's what I'm going with. I'm going with Nia for the same reason you have Nia win under her belt, but I'm doing the addition of I think Tiffany's gonna finally turn. I think regardless, we're gonna see a Tiffany tease.
Yes,
you know?
I can see it like at some point during the match or after Tiffany has a
Kind of just walks in, you know?
I don't.
I could even see, I mean, like, Tiffany is a heel, so I do think she'll do, like, the sneaky cash in, but I could even see, like, her making her presence felt as in, like, you know, Nia wins it, and then it's a cash in for a match for a whole, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But okay, that's what I'm going with. And again, if
right,
Nia, if Tiffany doesn't end up successfully cashing in, I get no points from it.
High risk, high reward.
That's what, you know what I mean? You got to play the game.
Yep.
Like I said, once we do this last prediction, I might not have.
Might move some
I don't know if
things around.
Nia needs to be one. I might redo my points. But anyway, we'll move on to
The last, hopefully not the last match of the night.
last match we have, at
Yes.
least. We have Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns teaming up to face the bloodline of Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa.
Yes, they are.
There are two, to give you a heads up on the bonus points. We got 2 bonus points for half a point each, which total, well, I'll just read them to you. It's going to make more sense. Bonus. Who starts the match for half a point each, so it totals a whole point.
Yep.
And then who's involved in the pin? Who pins who? And that's half a point each. And you got to be correct with like your so-and-so pins, whatever. So. Off bat, I'll just get out of the way. I have Cody and Roman.
Me as well.
I've seen people say like, it's too predictable and they're the baby faces and, the bloodline could take this away and that. So I'm going to move this up. Not to get rid of your armrest, but
you're good. You're good.
Yeah, I've seen people being like, oh, like the bloodline unpredictable, blah, blah. But it's like at the end of the day, it's Roman and
it's
Cody.
our Rock Austin teaming up. Like
I don't see them losing, even if like I don't know if you want to get into your Rock conspiracy again here. Like
at the end of the day, it's Roman and Cody teaming up. Mm-hmm. It's Roman's first match back since WrestleMania. Roman isn't getting pinned. Cody shouldn't get pinned because Solo pinned him in the tag team match months ago. Mm-hmm. And it's like you can do like the whole thing like Solo pins Roman, and it's like then you have that whole thing, and it's like Fatu pins Cody or even pins Roman. It's like then you can start something there. But I really do think that, and I guess kind of alluding to one of the half points, I really do think we're going to see this being like Roman pin Solo at the end. I think that's how the match is going to end. The whole Rock thing, I threw that out there, but I don't think that's actually going to happen.
But that would be the only, again, I also don't believe it's going to happen, but that would be
that's the only thing that would convince me that Solo and Fatu
The Rock comes in, The Rock causes the distraction 100%. Or whatever, helps, whatever.
If The Rock shows up, I think Roman's getting pinned. That's what I think, 100%.
Okay.
Or maybe Cody. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the only way I see Coleman Roman losing is if The Rock.
What did you say, Coleman Roman?
My words all over the place.
What have they been like calling them something? I think they have been calling them like Coleman or
I hate that. Rodin.
Cody Rodins. They did something with it. I don't know.
Reigns.
Cody Reigns. I don't know.
Whatever their tag team name is. Roman Cody, I think, are going to walk out victorious. I'll have Roman pin Solo, and I have Cody starting the match.
And this is all another reason why this shouldn't main event. Because unless you're going to do something unpredictable, but if you are just having Cody Roman going over, I don't see the need for this to main event.
Yeah, exactly. If this main event, I'm going to be very convinced that The Rock is returning. There's got to be something big that happens at the end of this match if this main event.
And that's good. I mean, that's going to do two things. One, or it's going to do one thing, I guess. if this main event, because I think that's going to be a lot of people's thinking. It's like, oh, there's a reason this is main eventing. Obviously, Cody and Roman are winning, so we're going to have a big. So even if Cody and Roman lost, you if this main events, you would have to cap off even for more of that point. If the bloodline is standing tall, you got to end it with like The Rock coming in. I think what's more likely is what you were kind of saying when we were talking about Pat McAfee is a Jimmy or a Paul reintroduction. I can
see that happening if it's like middle of the card or something like that. Like that's like those are returns that it doesn't need to be the main event for that. You know what I mean?
Right. I do see. I don't know if I see Jimmy necessarily. I mean, Jimmy hasn't been around a while.
I can see more Paul than Jimmy. But it could be both. I think so too. It could be both.
Regardless, like I said, I have Cody Roman for 4. What was your points on this?
So I said Cody starts. I have Cody and Solo starting.
But what were your points for the winner, just in
4.
general? Okay, me too.
This is my 4.
So your bonus point for starting is what?
Cody and Solo.
Okay.
Start, and then Roman pin Solo is my other half point.
Yeah, I think I agree, because I don't think they always save Jacob for the hot tag.
And I think Roman, they're not going to have him start.
Yeah, you know so I think I agree with you that Cody and Solo are going to start.
Okay.
They could do Roman Solo.
They could.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Cody because it is Roman's return, so they're gonna wait for him to get in the ring. I'm gonna go Cody Solo as well. I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget. Cody Solo, and who would you have pinning?
Roman pin Solo. That's what I have.
All right, I'm gonna have Cody pinning Solo then.
Okay.
As kind of just like a as like a flex to Roman. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this is the guy that that pinned. Well, I guess he pinned Cody. But I think it's gonna be a stare down pin. Yeah. One of those.
Absolutely.
So I got Cody pinning Solo. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we can talk all day long about The Rock coming back. I honestly haven't even seen usually I haven't seen any talk about that
could be like an indication. It's been too quiet.
It's been too quiet.
He wrapped
the
up
Pat McAfee tease.
He wrapped up filming like a month or so ago. I don't know if he's currently filming anything.
Oh yeah, what was he? Moana 2, the live action Moana. I think is what he's filming.
No, I was thinking of the A24 movie, the boxing.
Oh,
movie.
that too.
But yes,
I think he is currently filming. Yeah, the live action. Yeah, which you gotta promote. Gotta promote that. Gotta promote that. Gotta promote the A24.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's,
yeah,
a lot of things could happen here, and I think when we find out which match is main eventing,
it's gonna be
that's gonna answer a lot of questions.
Yes.
So do you want to change any points?
Let me switch some stuff around here. All my picks are gonna stay the same, but I'm gonna change.
Please.
All right, chat. What should we do? I wish
Put
we
in
had.
The chat.
It'd be nice if this was live. I can get some. Okay. Rhea at 3, Damian at 2. Who do I want to be my 1? I'm not gonna put Punk and Drew at.
The fact that you even put that at 5 to be is just insane.
I don't know. What's your 5? This is the women's match. The women's world championship. Yeah,
Bayley.
I'm gonna stick with. You know what? I'm gonna stick with Punk and Drew at 5. It feels hot. You know what I mean?
You got some balls, kid.
You know what I mean? It feels. Let's have some fun.
Hey,
you know what I mean? Let's do.
You have fun. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be smart. Or try to be smart.
I'm putting Damian Finn at 1.
Okay.
No, I had that at 2.
These are all unpredictable, like we talked about earlier. Yeah. So these could all be 1s.
And I'm just gonna bump Nia to 2.
Okay.
And then I think that I do think there's like a world where Bayley wins as well.
Sure.
I don't think it's as.
That's not crazy.
Stick that at 2. Frick it. All right. Those are our predictions. I don't think we missed anything. We did all the bonus points. Those are our predictions. Please leave your predictions in the comments and your reasons why we want to see all of that. But
we got some time left.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff we want to go to. Yeah. Did you have personally anything? I know where I'd want to go to, but did you have anything personally in mind? You're like, oh, I can't wait to chat about that.
I don't think there was anything in particular. I mean, NXT was amazing this week. I don't know if you watch NXT.
I did actually. I did. I watched it. Where was I? I was somewhere, but I watched the replay or whatever.
The fucking Wesley Zachary Wentz.
Okay, we can go to NXT.
Unreal.
It's really good.
So good. This card was from the beginning match, Julia and Roxanne, to the end with Trick Williams winning the title. Like
Yeah,
great show.
So we can start at the bottom. Then we'll go to NXT. I do want to talk about the pressing one I had was Xavier Woods.
Oh yeah.
But
we can
let's
talk
go.
about that too.
Let's go to NXT. Then we had Cora Jade returning to help Roxanne Perez defeat Julia. Controversial. This is the match I liked. Wesley Zachary Wentz was amazing. Trick Williams getting the title is great. This is what I want to talk about was Roxanne Julia.
This was, the debut of Julia. Her entrance, her aura is unmatched right now.
So good.
Just everything about her.
What is it? Beautiful Madness, I think is her thing.
Maybe.
And looking into the camera and just she's sick.
such a star. And I said on previous podcasts that I think she should win her first championship match. You're ushering in a new era. You've been hyping up this female star for almost a year now. And you finally have her in the championship match and you have her lose. Thank you. So I'm kind of 50-50 because I see it from both sides. Julia just came in.
Sure.
It's like
Roxanne has had a great run. She's established.
Already established Julia as this unbeatable force, because then you can do that,
and I think yes.
There's exceptions, right?
Yeah.
I think they could have made it work for her, but by doing that, you kind of not putting yourself in a corner, but it's like once you go down that direction, you can't go back. Where it's like we're strapping the rocket on. So then it's like, okay, you have Stephanie coming in. It's like now it's like if we do this to Julia, then we could be holding her back. So you have to kind of balance things out with Roxanne beating Julia, which I'm happy there was an interference because it makes it a little bit more like,
lessens
someone
the blow.
Interfered and cost her the match. That makes more sense.
I don't know how much I love
that it was Cora.
I like Cora Jade, but I think Julia, I don't know. I just win or lose, it is a weird move to me to make the Julia World title match about a Cora Jade return.
Sure. I think it's more so to it's a little bit of that, but also just Julia needs to not earn the championship, but she's the new superstar. It's she needs to get adjusted to the new, Roxanne was saying, you've been all over the world, but this is the belt that you came after. This is different and stuff. So, and plus Cora Jade, it's tough because she definitely was hot at one point. She was such an overstar and stuff, and she just kept getting hurt.
Right.
So I think she is one of the more prominent female superstars in NXT. She just, it's kind of like a Dakota Kai thing where it's she gains momentum then gets hurt, and it's she can't get anything going. Where if she stays healthy, I think this is cool insertion, whatever.
Sure.
But man, WWE has so much trust in Roxanne.
Yeah, and again,
someone like Julia, crazy.
I'm not even necessarily mad at the Roxanne title run going.
Yeah,
I just think it's an interesting move to me.
It is.
And a lot of the, not to just echo what a lot of other people are saying, because I'm not 100% on this side.
Yep.
But, and you were kind of alluding to it too, where it's an interesting move. It's the opening match. You're on the CW. It's the opening show. You would think you would start out with a bang, with new champion, new era.
I thought that was going to main event. I thought so.
I thought so
Trick
too.
was going to be the opening match.
I thought so too.
And then
I didn't see Trick winning, to be honest with you. So I think that's why I think, but the match specifically though, Julia Roxanne had some fun. I think it was great. I do think I loved the pace. I loved that they never took a break. It was so fast.
Hard hitting.
I think there were moments in the beginning where the pace didn't work to their favor. I think there were some maybe the chemistry toward the second half of the match. The chemistry locked in. I think there was a couple of moments where they had to find their footing, and I think they went in going we're gonna go a million miles an hour, and they had to do that while finding their footing. Once they found it though, they got off to the fucking races. Really, really good stuff. And again, like me saying, they could have started out with a bang. I do think the Cora Jade return to start the show is a bang.
Yes.
I just don't know if that should have been at the fault of Julia losing.
I get that.
That's kind of where that's my take.
I have to follow her on Twitter, Julia, but she quote tweeted, I think it was Cora. Oh, yeah. She tweeted, "Who are you?" And it's a picture of Cora Jade pulling her out of the ring. Yeah, I mean, again, if Cora Jade stays healthy, she is, I believe, one of the most prominent like can be, I mean, could have been an NXT woman, can be an NXT women's champion, but she needs to stay healthy. So.
And again, the chase is always more fun than like she'll get it eventually. It'll make it that much sweeter. We'll do Julia versus Cora Jade. Stephanie Baker will come back up. And so like there'll be a whole fucking 4 people gunning for this title, and Cora Jade ends up turning, and we'll see.
Trust in Sean.
I trust him. Kid. I trust him. I don't know. This is the first. It's an interesting first move.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think it sets up a lot of stuff. Like it is exciting. It does have me tuning in.
It was they said this was the most. I mean, it was the first match of the show, but it was the most like the peak viewership of the night. It was like 950K or something like that.
And I think to the one point. So we're gonna get these comments. The one point that I see a lot of people making are like, Julia can't win it in her first match. Julia can't. Yes, she can.
She can.
Paige
I
did it.
I was pushing for it.
Who else did? There was a list of a ton of other people that like won the title out the gate. You know what I mean?
Carlito, I think, did it twice. I think he won the U.S. belt his first night debuting, and I think on his first night of Raw or something, he won the IC belt or something. It's not like, does it happen a lot? No, but it's like, again, like if they wanted to push Julia in that direction of being unstoppable, whatever, they could have, but they're playing it a little smarter here, I guess.
Yeah, I did. I think also I thought this was gonna be. I thought this was gonna be like the what do they call it? Like the turning of the guards or whatever.
Oh, where like passing of the torch. Or
I thought this was gonna be the Julia's gonna take the reins and we're gonna see Roxanne move up. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
And I alluded to this last week, I think, where it's like, yes, I agree they could have done that, but then it's like, I see Roxanne debuting in the Rumble. We're still 3 months from that.
Yeah.
So it's like you can still, you have time. You can use her still. So take advantage of it.
All right, let's go to the street fight. Wesley and Zachary Wentz. This was
fun match.
So sick.
Such a fun match.
Great.
Man.
It was what I liked about this whole card is you had the Bangers Woman opening. Then you had the 3 main matches I'm gonna talk because there was another tag match and like some other stuff.
Yeah, it was like Lola Vice, Jada Parker versus
which credit to them. They're both not to brush over them because super talented. I love Lola Vice. Jada Parker is so sick. The women's North American champion, what's her name? Kalani Jordan. They had a backstage segment. She's fucking sick. But like these are the 3.
These were the 3 hyped up matches.
Right. But yeah, this was a ball. You had the women's banger to open. Then you have like the smaller guys, the mid card guys tearing it down a street fight, and then to end it, the CM Punk reffing the world
in Chicago.
Such a well
balanced show too. They had Obafemi on Miz TV with Tony D'Angelo. Obafemi, you want to talk another guy that just aura
good stuff,
unmatched. But yeah, I mean, street fight was fun. A great feud. They each have 1 win on each other now, I believe. So could be a third match in the future. But yeah, super fun match. Trick Williams, shocker to me too. I honestly thought Ethan Page was going to retain here. But I'm happy. Like, I saw a tweet and it was someone said like it was before the match where Ethan Page won. It was the Fatal 4-Way. Ethan won it by accident. And someone tweeted like, "Oh, Trick's losing tonight, but he's going to win it back on the CW debut show." And that's exactly what happened. So I think it's a cool moment, like new channel. You have to have that big, like,
you got to have
moment,
especially once Julia lost.
Exactly.
It is like, this will end the show with the new champion.
And it was like cool ending, like fans
CM Punk hitting the GTS when like confetti's coming down.
The executive producers thing comes up.
I love, people have already talked about it. It's a nice touch. Paul Levesque,
it just
Shawn
makes it
Michaels.
seem like more of like a production, more of like an actual show and
really
stuff
good.
Like that. But yeah, no, overall, like the crowd loved Trick. So, he was super over. Give it back to him. They said it before. I think they either said there were 7 people before him or he became the 7th person to win multiple NXT championships, like a 2-time NXT champion. So,
there hasn't been a lot.
In good company there, putting it on him for the CW. I'm excited to see what they do moving forward.
Yeah,
they had a good start.
Do you think we go to, like you said, they're 1-1, could do an Ethan Page rematch, but what do we think's who's next up? So I think we need a refresher. I like Ethan Page, but like, let's get Trick versus someone new.
You know who I would like to see challenge for the NXT championship?
Who do we got?
Wesley.
Yeah.
He won the match on Sunday. He was kind of trying to insert himself into the picture not too long ago. The thing with NXT is they're stacked with talent right now, where you can there could be a new guy showing up, or it could be someone that's returning or whatever. So there's going to be a long list, but I think have Trick have a solid, because when he lost the belt, that was also kind of like a surprising loss.
Agreed.
So give Trick a little bit of time here, have him have a good reign, and down the line we'll see who. But I would love to see Wesley Trick. I think that would be a cool matchup.
I'm with that. All right, before we jump over to the Patreon, I do want to talk about this whole Xavier Woods fiasco here. So
the son of a bitch.
Oh my God. So
the son of a bitch.
Xavier Woods and Rey Mysterio. Really fun match.
Yeah, fun match.
I mean, Xavier, it's Woods and Rey. They got good chemistry. Toward the very end to kind of get the win. He does apparently by mistake. Apparently Wood. Who am I to not believe Woods?
He's a good guy.
He did say by mistake. Kofi even asked him. He wouldn't lie to Kofi.
No, that's his best friend.
His best friend.
That's his family.
Does rip the mask off, and when I tell you, my jaw hit the fucking floor.
Dude, it's crazy because when it happened, you saw replays, like it actually you could see his face for like a split second, but you could see it.
It is, I think I tweeted this, but it's the most, they've done the unmasking, or they've done like the rips and whatever.
Chris Jericho's taken his mask off in the past before.
This is the most we've seen him just like flat out blatant, like naked. No mask. Naked. He felt naked.
Yeah, man.
Totally mask gets ripped off. Hides it, and ends up getting the pin. And Woods is he's playing he's like, oh no, and
stuff. He's like, he did. He's like, where did he? Like, oh, I gotta pin him. Rolls him up.
Ray puts the mask back on. It's kind of just like genuinely just like,
what the fuck?
What the hell? What the
Dude, listen. If they're having Woods do that, they don't do that often. It's a pretty like sacred mask lucha.
I was genuinely pissed.
So if you're having Xavier take off the mask,
genuinely so mad.
There is no doubt in my mind that he's 100% turning heel. There's no doubt about that. Now it's just a matter of, is Kofi going to be along for the ride with him? But man, I'm locked in. There was a lot of developments this week, and then backstage, like you said, Kofi's like, "Hey, great win, man!" But did you mean
2 days after I got the mask tattoo?
And
2 days after.
And then Kofi's I got you. And he goes, I was going to get an Intercontinental Championship match, but I gave it to you. You're the quarterback, man. You run things. Also, people pointed out, I didn't see it in real time, but I saw it back. Carrying crosses in the background, looming and stuff like that.
I want to pause you real quick, because I don't want to move on yet. But there's one thing, as I started seeing it, which drives me fucking crazy, because it's people that just want to seem smart and whatever. I started seeing they'll post like this clip or whatever. I forget what social media platform it was, but I saw comments about the mask getting ripped off. And when Rey goes in for a 619, you do see him unbuckle the mask.
I also saw that.
But it's and then all the comments were like, well, what did you expect, Rey? You unbuckled your mask before the 619. Everyone's pointing that out, and it's like, fucking yeah, I thought we were all playing the same game.
Television show.
I thought when we watch this show, we all watch it with the mystique and whatever. How
those are
cool,
people
dude.
looking to complain about something and be nitpicky and smart.
It's looking to complain. I think it's more the latter, where it's people looking to be like, oh, well, look what it's people wanting to be right and wanting to be smart.
Yeah.
I thought we were all playing the same game and having fun. In my head,
he loosened it up because you had trouble breathing.
He needed to get the full swing on the 619.
There's been time where I've seen he's wrestling and it's loose and stuff like that.
Yeah, he doesn't always.
It's not always strapped in.
I did see smart ass comments like that, and I was just like, just don't watch the show. You know what I mean?
Just watch the show. Yeah.
Hey, I don't think Eric Rowan's actually a rabbit. I don't think actually
is Dexter Loomis actually a crow or whatever the fuck he is?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I saw that, and it was just you stand. Oh, good for you! You saw the thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Rey Mysterio's not that smart. So he took it. Fucking shut up.
That doesn't.
But anyway,
just enjoy
that was my one nitpick of I'm just kind of sitting here just what do we do?
What are we doing?
What are we talking about? Shut up.
But I think it's again, if you were going all in on this Woods heel turn, go all in. Do something like this where carrying cross and all that falls into it. I don't know. I don't care.
I hope none of it.
I don't care. But.
So yeah, to reiterate what you said, they're backstage and they're, Kofi's like, hey, what the hell? And Woods like, accident. Kofi's like, all right. Kofi's playing this in like a, they're both so, what's the word? Passive aggressive with each other. Like they're both overcompensating the happiness where they're both kind of just like, and New Day rocks, right? Of course New Day rocks. Yeah. Hey, okay, you're the quarterback, man. Hey, I'm the quarterback. It's like, it's so passive aggressive.
But it's like the way they're talking, their tone is like making us believe like, ooh, like there's something going on.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
So then, like you said, Kofi in a wild turn was just like, hey, how pissed Woods was. He's like, hey, I got a nice title match. Woods was ready to rip his head off. And then, hey, I'll give it to you. You're the quarterback, whatever. Which, like, if I'm Woods, I would prefer to earn my title shots. But, and like you said, I did see like the, what'd you say, Karrion Kross?
Karrion Kross.
Back, whatever. Fucking who gives a shit? Whatever.
Around.
Keep him. He did something. I didn't write it down because it was Karrion Kross stuff. But what? He had something. With
the Miz turning on the
AOP stuff. Yeah. But anyway. Later in the night, Kofi Kingston then faced Chad Gable.
Yep.
Woods was by his side in a way that you would seem would to help Kofi.
Didn't.
Woods grabbed Gable's leg. Turns out Kofi was gonna hit him with Trouble in Paradise. Yep. That prevented it. That gave Gable the win. Kofi's like, hey, what the hell?
My QB. Come on, Tom Brady, what are we doing?
So Woods, I can't remember if at that time Kofi realized what happened, but regardless, Woods was kind of just like, oh, oops,
Yeah. Well, if Kofi was smart, he would have done what Damian did and watched.
That was the first thing I thought. Yeah. Obviously, like the Bloodline stuff is Bloodline stuff. That's always going to be fun. Next to Punk and Drew, this is my favorite storyline going. This is awesome.
It's one of my favorites on Raw, 100%.
Sure.
I think it definitely was like it's starting to pick up over the last like 2-3 weeks. I say is when I really started to get like fully interested, because before I was like, I don't know if I want the Xavier to go solo. I don't know if I want
and then
him
like
to go
the Odyssey Jones,
and obviously like there was
happened.
a redirection, and stuff. Right. So it was kind of like, what are we doing here? But the last few weeks, and honestly, post Odyssey Jones is when the story started to really like pick up.
I think they really took the pivot and ran with it.
So I agree. I think for me, it's like definitely one of the more hottest storylines in WWE right now, because it's like now we're really getting.
I am so. I'm curious. And when's it going to happen?
Next week we have Jey Uso, Xavier Woods. So is it going to happen next week? Is Woods going to lose and he loses it and then just snaps, or what? Who knows? What
sucks about like Jey just won it. I really don't think Jay's losing.
No, but like,
I would love it.
Can you imagine?
I really would love it if
like,
Xavier Woods won.
But
it would be awesome.
Think of the heel heat. Last week we saw Rey's mask, and this week, like the ref's distracted, and
he beats the guy,
takes the belt, smashes him with it, and then pins him. 2 weeks after Jey gets the big win.
Woods has to win. Woods has to win.
Are you kidding me?
Woods has to win.
Are you? I know there have been times where it's like in another sense where it's like instead of the heel winning, Sami Zayn was so hot, the biggest face, and people like he should beat Roman, but they didn't pull the trigger because it was a part of a bigger thing. In this case, I don't know what you got planned for Jey. I don't know if this was a whole part of the plan here. But man,
there were kids crying when Jey Uso won.
Imagine
the
reaction of Xavier Woods as a heel. Like, again,
unreal.
Referee down, hits him with belt, wins. Kofi's like, what the fuck? Takes out Kofi. First episode of Raw, 2 hours. That's how it ends. Oh,
yeah, it is 2 hours, yeah.
That's how you go out with a bang, bro.
I do think
that would be sick.
They are having Sammy Gunther next week as well.
Yeah.
So no
title change there. You know that.
That's the thing. So if you're not having a title change there,
exactly.
And I don't think Jey dropping it in this sense would be crazy.
2 minutes ago in my head, I was like, no way Jay's winning this. 100%.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you.
I'm leaning towards Woods now.
I really want Woods to win.
Crazy heel, or Woods loses and then still turns on Kofi. But
and then even for the sake of like outside of the story, for Xavier Woods being Xavier Woods, this is the opportunity to get him that singles title. So he one, you do all the storyline stuff and you do the heel stuff and blah blah, but also in like for real stuff, you finally get this man who's deserved this singles title.
Again, it's like a bittersweet thing because he wins it in a heelish way, but like he deserves it. So, but then you could have this thing where it's like when Daniel Bryan beat AJ Styles from the WWE Championship, he pulled a heel turn during the match. Like it wasn't like going into the match he was a face,
right?
Turned into a heel, and then like as time went on, he progressively got more and more and more evil. This could be a thing with Woods, where it's like he does it, and it's like a sudden like, oh, I just did that type of thing, and then he snaps, and then he kind of settles into being like, this is who I am. I'm the Intercontinental Champ. I did this on my own, and then you built. That's a great story.
What I love about this,
up right now. I know. I'm fired up over a fake story right now.
Well, what I that's the whole show. That's our whole thing. What I love about this, and I
meant like a fantasy booking. I meant like I'm getting hyped over something that might not even happen.
You're saying wrestling?
No. I'm getting hyped.
All the stories.
I'm getting hyped up over a story that might not even happen.
Right. We're pretty ahead of ourselves. Yes, admittedly.
Yeah.
But you rarely get it. You got it a little bit with Sammy and Gunther, but like this feels like a main event storyline, and you're getting it with the IC title. Love it. This is I'm having a good time.
Run with it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think Woods winning would be fucking sick.
Yeah. Yep.
Really cool. And then you get the J check. Jay gets it back eventually, and you get the J check mark. And,
just because he loses it doesn't mean he can never win it back.
Wow. Well, we're gonna end the show on that. Thank you for watching. We have a ton more to go over. The 5th anniversary of Dynamite was last night, so we're going to talk about some Dynamite stuff. There's some other stuff on Raw that's not involved. We didn't even talk about the last Monster Standing.
Oh my God, this is a big Patreon episode. You guys have to tune into this
big Patreon episode. Should we? Is there anything we can't leave off the main show? Nah, I mean we did our predictions.
Seth Rollins is back in that with the last.
We did kind of mention that. Yeah, we did mention that.
So he's back.
Love that Seth's back. I am fired up. I did hear reports. This will be there'll be the little tease or whatever. But I did hear reports that like people backstage aren't satisfied or too happy with the ring breaking angle.
I did see that.
Which it didn't.
And you know what?
It didn't go down.
I agree. It's supposed to be two like falls.
Yes.
It's like you have the first initial like drop and then it goes down another one.
I don't even like part of that are people being like, oh, it was too predictable and I'm not even on that side. I think it was done perfectly. I just think, the actual it was like when like the barbed wire death match in AEW when they did the
big explosion.
Yeah.
It's one of those things you're watching it and it's like it happens. I can imagine Triple H with the headset on.
Like,
it drops and he goes, huh. Well,
damn it.
I wish that
because all it was like the ring aprons kind of imploded, and then you're right. It didn't have that like
it just
that
gave out, and then that was it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but I still liked it.
No,
but like it was,
I did too.
What are you gonna do? Okay,
all right.
Again, we'll head over to patreon.com/Stache Club Wrestling if you want to hear us chat, about tons of other wrestling stuff, and we're gonna probably touch on movies. And I did. Wow, big Patreon episode. I did finish. We were talking about it earlier. I did watch and finish the Vince doc.
Did you?
Yeah,
I don't know if you actually got to that or not.
Yeah, I blasted. I think I did the first 4 episodes in one night, and then at that point got to like 1 a.m. and then I finished the other 2 the following morning. So it's wild.
You're a better man than me.
Wild stuff.
I went from 9 to 3 a.m.
Oh, you cruised it through. Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll get into that.
Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate closing in on episode 100. Please leave all your comments and all your predictions and all your thoughts and blah, blah, blah.
Right?
Yes.
All right. Next episode, we'll be doing it at the 99 restaurant.
And also, something that we failed to do. Who's the SCW predictions champion?
Oh my goodness.
Who's the champion? Do you mind grabbing it while you're...
I think it's you.
I don't know. I'm not sure. What was the last event? Oh boy.
AEW?
Was it? Oh my God, we're fucked.
It may have been AEW. Because it was...
Okay, what happened after... Was there an event after Bash in Berlin?
Was that All Out?
Okay, oh wait. All Out predictions. Okay, wait a minute. Did I win the All Out predictions?
Oh my gosh.
I don't remember.
We might need to do some off-screen.
Oh jeez, I didn't even think of this.
Well, we can also just like look back on the last episode, or not the last episode.
Okay, let's go to if we.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man,
I have my point. Oh, I counted up my points here.
Okay, for All Out.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just do that then, and then that's how we'll finish the show. Jesus Christ. Okay. Blah blah blah.
Oh, maybe
blah.
I did win this one. I might be the champ.
I think you might be the champ.
I think I might be.
But let's do. So we had Bash in Berlin results.
Yep.
Okay, and then predictions.
I have my points.
Oh, I actually don't. Remind me what your points were.
35.
I think you did win it. Let me just. Where's that guy? Where's that guy that keeps track?
Where is that man?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I don't know.
Let me look up.
Because All Out was like a month ago.
Yeah, it was championship. Oh, sorry everyone.
Sorry guys, we're really prolonging this, but
I'm hoping it'll just pop up.
oh my god.
SCW Predictions Championship. Okay, where's that guy?
Go under maybe like latest.
May
Nope.
23rd. That's a while ago. Wait, maybe I'm gonna put champion. Where's that guy?
Oh boy.
It's 2023.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right. We'll figure it out.
It out.
Might
We won't
be me. It might not be me, but
yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have my my. All right. Well, I'll just fine. All right. We'll just. I don't remember who won everything. Is the problem?
All right, I can tell you.
Okay. All right. We'll do this real quick.
Statlander won.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Hold on. Let me get my calculator.
I think I did win.
I think you did
I'm like
win.
looking at your thing now, and I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So you got Ospreay.
Oh, because I remember I had Swerve for the steal. Okay. We'll run it quick, but okay. Swerve.
You got Ospreay.
Ospreay. Yep.
Statlander.
Yep.
Then you have Mercedes because Garcia lost, and also Swerve.
Okay. Okada.
Yep.
The Bucks.
You got Bucks, and you got Danielson.
I had 33.
I had 35.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right. Okay. You are the champ. Okay.
For some reason, I thought I wasn't.
Whoa.
But I am. Okay.
Wild
Sorry,
start.
that took a while.
Or wild ending,
Wild
I should say.
end.
Okay, so, whoa, okay. The SCW, as we didn't make a point of that at all. The SCW Predictions Championship, Dante being the SCW Predictions Champion, will be on the line this Saturday. And then after that, we got Wrestle Dream. So we'll see.
Quick turnaround.
We'll see who comes out this Saturday. Praying that dude on Twitter. I feel a dick. I forget your name. But shout out you.
I'm sure he'll be there.
All right. All right. We'll let you go for real. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. Patreon.com/Wrestling. We'll see you next time. We'll see you next episode. We'll see you over there.
Peace.
AEW landed their deal, continuing with TBS and TNT. One of the worst movies ever made. I think it's worth seeing in a theater. Like, go on like a discounted day. You know what I mean?
I just thought this was a history of WWE from the perspective of Vince and those close to him. Joker's coming out today.
I'm hyped.
I've heard terrible things. Dude, the ratings, the Rotten Tomatoes reviews.
No way.
Awful.
No.